Good morning, sunshiners. How are you? You know, Mercury's in my sign, guys. Mercury is in Sagittarius, so I definitely do tend to get quite chatty when it is the love me not spread. However, I'm not using the zombie tarot anymore. I'll just be using Golden Universal Tarot for your energy field, and then I'll use the vice versa deck for the energy field of the person that you're resonating with. ¿Qué onda, Leos? I love my Leos, right? And every single one of my Leo's reading, I always end up complimenting you guys. And it's perfect right now for me to do a Leo reading because the sun decided to kind of shift itself and move more into a direct connection with us right now. You know what? It's doing that because it's a sign. It wants its sun babies to have its reading. It wants Leos to know what's up. So here we are. So, you are good to go. Are you in pain, Leos? A lot of pain. Past energy for my Leos. What is the past energy and love for all Leos? Looks like there was some confusion and some arguments that arose. Sagittarius, that's got you on your mind. See, this is why I couldn't start with Saggies, guys. Alright, Sagittarius played you. Third party situation. You extended out. You gave to them, as a Scorpio, intense connection that you felt, and you found out that they had more than just you in their energy fields. What is the past love energy for the person that Leo's resonating with? What is the past love energy for the person that Leos are connecting with? What is the past love energy for the person Leos connecting with? I wanted to come out, but it didn't quite, so I'm just going to let it sit there. Yeah, cycle definitely ended. What is the energy for the person that you're dealing with? What is the past love energy for the person that Leos are dealing with? Okay, so I'm going to do top and bottom because that's too many. Tower card. Wow. You guys are having quite a few major arcanas coming. What is the past love energy for the person that Leo is resonating with? What is the past love energy for the person that Leo is resonating with? What is the past love energy for the person that Leo is resonating with? Lovers wanted to come out, but it didn't. What is the past love energy for the person Leo is resonating with? Ah, okay, my bad. Lovers does want to come out. Okay. Lovers. Alrighty, Leo. So definitely a third-party situation that ended abruptly. If it wasn't abrupt, it was a very short-lived connection that you had with this person. They played you, Leo. I'm sorry. Alright, Temperance card reverse followed by the Five of Wands. What do I see? Sagittarius that got you kind of upside down. They got in your head, they got in your mind, they got in your energy fields. Some type of fire energy. If it's not a Sagittarius and it's another Aries or Leo as yourself. More than likely though, I am seeing strong Sagittarius and strong Scorpio coming up as well. So one of the two. It's either a very strong fire sign or it's a very strong water sign. More than likely, if it is a Sagittarius, then what happened here is they have the tendency to always be out and exploring, always have the ability to want to come in and out of people's lives very quickly. Not necessarily intentionally, but just for the sake of, now since I am a Saggy, I'll go ahead and explain that, is basically what it is we get so caught up in our heads about our freedom that if we get too close to someone, and we feel as though in the future they may come between us and our freedom, then that's a no-go. That's a, you gotta go. I can't have you here anymore. You gotta go. Because if at the end of the day I have to pick between you and the ability for me to just kind of go off and explore and do my own thing and figure out what it is I want to figure out for my life, I'm gonna choose that because that has never failed me in the past, but there's been a lot of people who have come in and out of my life and have failed me. So That was the Sagittarius. It did come up reversed. So again, I'm seeing you see them as this. I see you as seeing them being very seesawy in their mood fluctuations. So maybe this person embodies more of like a bipolar mentality where one minute they're happy-go-lucky with you, you know, like a true Saggy would, and then next thing you know, they're all up in your face like, how dare you do this, you know, you are like the worst piece of blah 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 blah, and all this kind of nonsense. But either way, I do see that they were invested with you. They did feel a strong emotional connection with you. However, it just seemed as though they have one foot in the water and one foot on ground. So it's almost as if, as much as they wanted to invest everything that they could with you, there was just that one piece that was holding them back. Whatever it may be, whether it be in a home, family, whether it be in professional life, maybe they just didn't have the time to invest into a relationship at the moment. Whatever that may be, it was enough for them to kind of back out of the relationship and say, I gotta go. I have other people who are relying on me. I got other, you know, responsibilities that I need to tend to, and I'm just investing way too much time, way too much of my energy with you at the moment, Leo. So I can't do this. Now, Leo, this is your past love energy. So what I'm seeing here from your perspective, right? From your perspective, you see this person as very busy, as always on the go, as always invested in multiple tasks. So maybe this person is like a small business owner and they are constantly bombarding themselves with a lot of phone calls, a lot of conference calls, different things like that. If not, it's definitely someone of importance when it comes to their field of work. It doesn't necessarily have to be like something like, oh, you know, they're a CEO or they're a manager or anything like that. No, it could be something as simple as, you know, maybe they're a YouTuber, maybe they're a blogger, maybe they have something that they necessarily have to constantly be on the go for, or constantly have to be participating in parties or fiestas with other people because they need to be social. They have a social type of work. So whether that be retail, and they just, you know, the social aspect there is that they have customers that come in and out every day. So apply it to your life as it may. That being said, I mean, Leo, for you, you didn't really see this as a problem. You didn't really see them investing their time, you know, spread out between all of their tasks, all of their things as a bad thing. You have it in an upright position. So I see you as actually finding them very attractive because they had the ability to multitask so easily. They had the ability to be wanted. You know, they're desired by a lot of people, not just you, Leo. And you being the kings of the jungle, I mean, you deserve the best, am I right? So you wanted the best and you found the best. You found the person that everyone else comes to for advice or for work purposes. You found them. So in the past, I do see you as being very giving towards this person. You know, you gave, you extended. We have the Two of Cups and we also have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands came first. Now these are both in the reverse position. So I see you as extending out to this person. That's how I'm viewing these reversals. I do see that you extended out to this person, Leo. Now, given that, let's say you're the male, right? I'm not saying that you are, but I'm going to embody the male in the picture as your energy. So if you're female, just go with it. That being said, you were the one who extended your cup out first to the person. You extended out. The person seemed a little, again, seesaw. I mean, they're busy. They got a lot of things going on in their life, got a lot of people they got to talk to. And you just kind of decided one day, you know what, I'm going to jump the gun. I'm going to go ahead and express myself to my Sagittarius lover. I really love you. I really want us to be together. Please be my boyfriend, girlfriend. Please marry me. Please be my husband. Please be my wife. So on and so forth. Whatever the situation may be. Please be my friends with benefits. Whatever it may be. That being said, when you extended out to this person, a new cycle began. However, here's the funny thing, okay? Remember that you're the male, right? You're the male in this position. So Two of Cups, here's the male extending out to the female with the larger cup. The reason I said you were the male is because here you are on top of a horse, right? So on top of a Sagittarius. Haha, no pun intended. Anyways, at the very top, what do we see? We see the reef. And as you guys know, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that anytime I see this reef, I always embody it as transformation. I always embody it as the start of a cycle and the end of a new cycle, vice versa, you know? It's a never-ending loop. So what I see here is you were very strongly invested with the Sagittarius. The Sagittarius, however, is blinded. The Sagittarius is blindfolded. So it's almost like the Sagittarius here jumped in a new cycle with you while still being blinded by love with another. So what I'm seeing here is this person jumped into a relationship with you without having closed out previous cycles that they had with other people. Why am I saying that? Because directly underneath this, the way that the spread ended up unfolding, we have the Three of Cups reversed. Again, their energy field. Now, whether or not you knew this, I'm not sure. I'm gonna lean more towards yes, you did know, because of three things. One, it's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius are pretty freaking honest and to the point. Whether you like what they say to you or not, they tend to be very honest and to the point. Two, we have the King of Cups directly next to it, which is the Scorpio card. However, right before the Scorpio card, we have the Six of Wands, which is another transformation card. So we have double transformation. Right followed after that, we have the World card upright. So what does this tell me? This tells me that even though this was a dark secret for this person, the person that you're resonating with, even though this was very close to their heart and very hard for them to open up and admit, yes, I'm still hung up on someone else. Yes, I still have someone else in my energy field. Yes, yes, yes. I think that it may have been a slow transition to the truth. Like, for instance, if you guys met on like some sort of dating app, for instance, Tinder, been there, done that. Just saying. Anyways, if you met on some sort of dating app, or if you met through mutual friends, or if this was like a blind date situation that ended up unfolding into a relationship, whatever the situation may be, at the beginning, this person wasn't upfront about, their true self. They weren't upfront. They kept that more of a secret to themselves. But as time unfolded, perhaps on the second, third date, they came and they revealed themselves unto you and said, you know what, this is who I am. I still am married to someone else, or I still am really heartbroken because of this past love that I haven't gotten over yet. I have really strong responsibilities that prevent me from giving you all of the time that I want to give you. Perhaps I'm a mom, perhaps I have this, perhaps I have that. Whatever it may be, it was a slow transition to the truth. Now, you did eventually find out the truth, however, and it seems like they were the ones who admitted to it. They straight up were like, look, I basically played you, and I need you to understand now that I do care about you. However, I need to focus on my other duties and not on you. So here, Scorpio, this is another Scorpio card that I see. So King of Cups, right? It's the deepest, most profounding, most intense form of love that we can give to another person, and vice versa receive. I'm seeing you as this person. Remember, you're the male embodiment throughout these pictures. You were the one who extended out your cup first. You were the one who said, yeah, I did it, I got on top of that high horse. I expressed myself greatly, and I am so very grateful for it, because look, I got my Sagittarius. I got him. All while never really understanding or never really seeing the truth behind it all. The Sagittarius had a mask. They eventually took the mask off, but they had a mask. Now we have you, Leo. Before the unmasking occurred, you gave your all to this person. You really felt deep. You felt hard. You felt intense towards this person. Like you had waited so long for your cup to be filled, and you were expecting a measly Ace of Cups. No. You got the King of Cups. World card. Followed by the Three of Cups reversed. You started this new cycle so passionately, so intensely, so romantically. You guys went on a lot of amazing romantic dates. It was literally one of those relationships that you see in movies where, you know, the guy or the female, they just do everything right for one another. You know, 4th of July comes in and they have literal fireworks that they set off for one another. Or, you know, when it comes to going to bed at night, they make sure that each other's needs are met before saying goodnight, because you just never know if tomorrow is guaranteed. And it was very loving, very close, very connected. This is this card to me. Now here, you guys' cycle began this way, began very intensely. It was a slow but steady but fast, and that makes no sense whatsoever, but you'll understand what I mean if this is your reading. It was a slow in the sense that you didn't see it coming. When it came, you didn't see it coming. It was a slow start because you had to wait patiently before this began. Now that it began, it was hot, heavy, fast, strong, tense, but in a very steadily fast way. Cycle ends. Why? Why would you end a cycle that is so magnificent as this? Because you're not the only person in their energy field, Leo. They still have other people that they are resonating with. And I'll be very upfront. When it came to the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, what I'm seeing here is, you know, we have 5, 2, and then 6. Three Cups. 4 is the only card that, you know, the only number that hasn't popped up. So I'm going with, they have 4 people in their energy field. They have an ex that they do not resonate with whatsoever. They have the one who got away in their energy field, the one who, you know, they had a really nice, intense, probably like summer love type of situation, and for whatever reason it just didn't pan out, maybe distance. They have the strong soulmate. So if this is one of those things where maybe you were dating someone who is married, or vice versa, you're the one who is married, something like that, where soulmate, where you guys were highly committed to one another. Could just be that someone that they were, you know, dating for a really, 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 really long time, maybe five years worth of time. But that being said, they have that, and then they have a karmic. That karmic could be you, or catalyst. If it's not a karmic, it's a catalyst, which means a fake twin flame. I will state this real quick. I'm sorry, Leo, so this is happening to you. I'm sorry that, you know, you gave so intensely towards this person and they just kind of took your emotions and played you for full. I can understand you being very upset and very to yourself at this moment, very recluse. But good things are coming your way. Good things are coming your way. In their past love energy field, okay, what I'm seeing is, we have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the World card in reversed. Then we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. So, you see here how you were the 2 of Cups? You see how big that cup is that you're sending out to this person? They're the Knight of Cups, okay? So it is good. It is a solid offer. However, it's not their all. They did not give you their complete all. They gave you, let's say, 70% of their all. That's what this pentacle is. They gave you this. Okay, let me backtrack. It came up this way, right? They made you believe that they were giving you the greatest pentacle, the greatest offer, the greatest connection, the greatest commitment possible for you at that time. But in reality, what they were doing was they were being a bit selfish with their time and their energy, and they made you think that they were going to move mountains for you for this connection, only for them to fall short. And in reality, when reality strikes in the relationship and you guys come to the understanding that it's just not going to manifest in the way that you wanted it to, you come to the realization that this was never truly their 100%. Ergo, end of a cycle, World card. They were the ones who ended this. They were the ones who wanted this to stop. They were the ones who decided that they wanted to take their wand somewhere else. They wanted to take their time and their communication towards other prospects, not you. Tower card. It was a brutal ending in the sense of truth and honesty. This person, if they were not honest with you before, when it came to saying goodbye, they were honest to the 9s, to the 10s. And it may not have been everything that you wanted them to say, but at least you finally understood why. Because it seemed like this, I mean, again, we had the six of wands up here, which was transformation. Then we have the King of Cups over here, which is another transformation card, because I do see it as Scorpio. And then we have the World card. We have the World card for them, and then we have the Tower over here. So it seems like this was a cycle that was trying to end for a while. There was some weeks and months in between you guys talking to one another or seeing each other on a frequent basis, and you wanted this to continue because you felt so deeply and so strongly for this person, Leo. But this other person, the Sagittarius that you're dealing with, they didn't. They wanted out almost as fast as they came in. They wanted out of the relationship. And that was a painful truth that you had to kind of come to realization to. And it's almost like they were forced to speak the truth towards you because they didn't want to hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, they were trying everything in their power not to speak the entirety of the truth and still back away from you. But you were so invested into the relationship that they had to speak up. They had to share and spread out all 7 of those wands on the floor and be like, I did this, I did that, I am this, I am this. I'm not who you think you are, who you think I am. I did this, I know this person, and this person said this, and I said that. Whatever it may be, it was a very brutal, honest, and tough conversation to behold. Bam, Tower card, end of a cycle, beginning of a new one. So the beautiful thing about the Tower card is some people look at it and they think to themselves, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like, bam, like, it is such an intense moment. It is such an intense card, and it does mean significant transformation and changes. Understand that every time there's a significant change, growth follows. So that's the positive thing that you need to focus on at the moment, Leo, is with this transformation, with this change in your life, you're going to experience positive growth if you think of it in that sense. 7 of Swords, reversed, followed by the Sun card, upright. You felt burden, Leos. This is you. This is reversed. This is you. You felt as if betrayed in a sense that you can't even fathom. You can't even explain to this other person how much they hurt you, how much this whole situation just sucks, how much it just is not at all. And I'm seeing red birds. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. I know the blue ones are blue jays. The red ones, canaries? Red canaries? I don't know. But red birds are coming up. So it's definitely a strong fire sign that you're dealing with. They saw you, or it's just your energy that's being embodied, Leo. You had no words. You had no words for this person. All you had was intense, you made me feel like crap. So I need to be brutal in return so that I can at least hurt you a little bit. So you can at least feel just a tiny bit of the unfathomable pain that I'm embodying at the moment. You saw them as your sun. You saw them as the truth. You saw them as light. You saw them as pure. You saw them as the epitome of all previous boyfriends, husbands, girlfriends, wives, husbands, like all of that. You saw them as the top of the crop. And you're the top of the crop, Leo. That's why that's why this person came into your life. Because you were at the same vibrational energy. You were on the same flow. And that's why they manifested. Because you wanted your son. You were worthy of your son. So why tell me if I manifested this? Why did this other person cut me, betray me, deceive me, lie to me, cheat on me, confuse me, play me for a fool? Why? Hierophant reversed. 3 of Wands upright. This person felt out of their power with you. They couldn't handle the connection. They couldn't. They couldn't handle the heat. They couldn't handle the sun. They couldn't handle your intense magneticism. You shine too bright, Leo, and I know that's probably the worst thing that you want to hear at the moment. Like, what? What do you mean I shine too bright? Yes. You shine too bright. That's not bad. Not at all. It's a beautiful thing. You should shine bright. You should be true to your power. You should be strong and steadfast. This is how they see you. They see you as the Hierophant, very strong to their power, very determined, very boss man, boss lady oriented. They see you as a true sunshiner, someone who embodies the sunlight and uses it, its power, its magneticism, its intensity, and uses it for the positive use of manifestation in its life, and is successful. A lot of people can attempt to use the sun's intensity, but some people get burnt when they're out in the sun too long. Other people, they have strong melanin in their chart, they have strong melanin in their being, then they won't burn as easily. You guys are probably of different ethnicities as well. One of you is a little tanner than the other. Leo, you see yourself as ordinary. Not entirely, because you know your potential, you know you're wonderful, you know that you can create a lot. But compared to this other person, you see yourself as ordinary. Because you see them shine so brightly as the sun that they are. You see yourself as someone who's in the dark of their own internal power. Whereas you see them as the sun, you see them as this happy family card. They see you as intimidating. They see you as powerful, as the creator in your life, as full and strong in your power. That's how they see you, Leo. And this, in front of a person who's not worthy of it, is too much. They did love you. They do love you, Leo, still. But there are forces beyond your comprehension that are preventing you from being together. The flame for you is very strong. They find you irresistible, undeniably incredibly sexy. But perhaps that's what they felt more like this was a attraction that was too much for them to hold. Whew. All right, Leos, let's take a look at your present and then your future. What is the present love energy for all Leos in love? What is the present energy for all Leos in love? What is the present energy for all Leos in love? The Emperor card reversed. What's the love energy for all Leos in love? Okay. What is the present love energy for any person that Leos are resonating with in love? One more card. What is the present love energy for the person that Leos are resonating with in love? What is the present love energy for the person that Leos are resonating with in love? Okay, Leos. My dear sweet Leos. Okay, Leos. We have the Emperor reversed, followed by the Six of Swords reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Queen of Wands upright, the Magician card upright in your energy field. What I'm saying for you, Leos, is definitely a sorry, Leos. You've been crying? You want to cry? Kind of can't stop crying. Or whenever you don't cry, you just reminisce greatly on this person and the moments shared. And it doesn't help, it makes it worse. Thinking about the good times just makes you question and ponder why did this happen in the first place? Like why give me such an amazing blessing only to have it taken away from me just like that? The Emperor, when it's upright, he's the initiator, right? Embodies that Aries energy. This person left you for an Aries? Or someone who embodies the Aries energy? Someone who, yes, can be quite immature at times, but for the most part is full of passion and determination. Perhaps. Because in their energy field directly below, we have the King of Cups, Scorpio card again. Secret lover with an Aries. Because they're not extending out to you. They're giving you the cold shoulder. But they are extending out to someone. And in your energy fields, we have the Emperor reversed. So it's not you. Your past love has made a commitment to this person. They have started a new cycle for themselves. Not with you, Leo, but with another. And it leaves you despising, it's reversed, but I'll put it upright, despising the fact that they walked away, that they didn't stay, that they didn't choose you, that they decided to take all of that amazingness elsewhere, that they deprived you of the love that you're worthy of. They wanted to be stable with you. They did. This is their energy. They contemplate on how perhaps if they had stayed, this could have been stable. This could have been a decent connection. This could have been. What could have been? But at the end of the day, the cups that they think of when thinking of you are not nearly as intense, long-lived, or everlasting as the ocean of emotions that they are capable of giving. They think about the fallen cups, yes, but it's a shallow puddle compared to the plethora that they are capable of providing to another. This leaves you, Leo, to feel their happiness reversed. It's almost as if the more content they feel outside of your presence, outside of your energy field, the more burdened and backstabbed you feel. Ten of Swords, reversed. They have caused this to you. And why do I say they have? Because directly underneath, we have the Strength reversed. This is the Strength upright. We all know. Caring, strong. This is how it came out for you. Devilish. The hardest pill to swallow. And for you, Leo, you see them as this. You see them as happy hurting you, as happy not giving a damn about how much pain you're in, about how invested you really were with this person, and how much it destroyed you watching them walk away. In their energy fields, I see them acknowledging the wrongdoings, acknowledging how rotten the fruit has become. Presently, you've decided that when you speak, you will speak in a very negative connotation. But be wary of that, Leo, because remember, you're the great manifester. Okay? Leos, when you make decisions, they're always heartfelt. Any decision you make is full of love and comes from a heart space. Aries, when they make a decision, and Sagittarius, when they make a decision, they battle between their mind and their hearts. So whatever is winning at that time is what will manifest in the reality. So if they want to manifest, for instance, if they want to manifest being able to read tarot for others, but they're constantly telling themselves, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at this. If they're thoughts are stronger than their emotional connection to tarot, then they will never manifest accuracy. They will manifest terrible readings, because that's what is winning at the time, is the mental thoughts. Now with you, Leos, whatever's in your heart space is what manifests, because your thoughts and your heart are one. They're connected. Be careful of what it is that you allow yourself into your heart. I see you as the Queen of Wands, yes, and that's very good. She's very strong. But look at this cat down here. This black cat. What does black cats typically symbolize for anyone who's suspicious and into like hocus pocus nonsense? Black cats can symbolize bad luck. Black cats can symbolize secrets, darkness, temptation. It's almost as if, because all of this is happening in your present moment, and I don't blame you for it, because everyone copes in their own way. However, because of it, you've allowed yourself to stay in this negative heart space within yourself, and it's manifesting in your life. You're gonna start manifesting more pain, more agony, more deception, more lies, if you continue on allowing this to stay within your heart space. It's good for you to allow your thoughts to come and observe them and watch them go and say bye. But at the moment, you're in such a negative heart space that that's just basically what's manifesting. So you're gonna probably see a couple of bad luck instances happening in the month of November. Maybe even trickling a little bit through December. However, at the end of the day, this is up to you. Presently, I can understand you being in a negative heart space because, you know, you have a lot of pent-up, deep feelings that have just kind of come crashing at once. So I don't blame you. Just be cautious about it, because everything has its reasons and everything has its learning lessons. So try to focus on the positive lessons that were learned here, or try to learn them, so that you can get out of that heart space, that negative heart space, and into a more positive heart space. Because the more positive and sunny that you are, the more your magnetism will draw that into you. And keep in mind, you know, Mercury is in Sagittarius right now, which is why I'm extra chatty. I apologize. But Mercury is in Sagittarius, which means if what you're thinking is negative, Jupiter's going to come in and it's going to expand that shit. All right? You don't want Jupiter to expand negative stuff for you. You want to think the most positive, abundance, a magnificent thing that you can, so that when Jupiter comes in, it takes that and it's tenfold. I know it's hard, Leo, but just be wary of it. In their heart space, we already kind of talked about the first few as they were relating to your cards. Now we're going to talk about it from their perspective. From their perspective, I see that they weren't deeply invested with you, Leo. So if that's something that you were questioning, like how much could this person have really cared about me if they were able to just up and leave and uproot themselves from my life so easily and quickly as they did. Now, that is something, if this is a Sagittarius, I'll give you a little insight. That is something that a lot of people question when it comes to Sagittariuses. It's not that they did not care. It's that Sagittariuses are literally the sign. They're the sign of freedom, the sign of philosophical expression, religion, spirituality, expansion. So they're constantly on the go. What does that mean? It means they're coming out of that Scorpio sign. Scorpio is all about transformation and change and growth. So they've already mastered that, right? They've already mastered that transformation from Scorpio. Now, as a Sagittarius, what they have to learn is they have to learn to take the transformation that they've learned and expand on it. Meaning, they have learned not only to understand that nothing lasts forever as a Scorpio, and that's what helps them grow and change so quickly, so intently, so happily throughout. That's why they have such a strong optimism, is because even though they understand that there's that dark side to the world, they do not linger on it. So just because you're not seeing their facial expression express tears and agony and pain and hardships like you're maybe expressing it to yourself, it does not mean that they do not care. It does not mean that they do not feel some sort of pain or withdrawal from not being in your life anymore. Because a Sagittarius is always truly optimistic. When they embark on a journey, they don't embark on a road trip thinking, oh, I'm going to have 3 flat tires and my battery's going to give out and I'm going to get stranded in Atlanta City for like 10 days. No, they start it with, I'm going to go to this place, I'm going to take a picture here, I'm going to meet so many more people, I'm going to try some awesome new food. And that's how they start anything in their life, relationships, personal, professional. And so with the Sagittarius, for them to have to come to the realization that what they first embarked on, journey-wise with you, love-wise with you, what they saw as the most amazing connection, as the most intense connection in the world, ended up being only a facade in their eyes. Basically saying, he has a whole ocean out there, right? In this picture, there's an entire ocean, there's a little whale, the little dolphin right here. Perhaps her favorite color is blue, or your favorite color is blue, but blue resonates with you guys strongly in the connection, so deep, strong, emotional connection. They see the ocean, they see the potential for love and abundance here, right? That's when they began. And in the beginning, it was so easy to extend, so easy to give, so easy to extend. But as time progressed and as you guys get more used to one another, certain ideas, certain concepts, certain, belief patterns, belief systems, certain ways of living, certain, routines in your daily life, it caused them to start slowly but surely backing away from extending that ocean of love that they did at the beginning and started slowly giving a little less and less and less. In the present, they do feel very reminiscent about the moments that you guys have shared with one another. They do care strongly about one another, and they felt like you guys were pretty evenly matched when it came to love. However, it's almost as if you guys were too evenly matched, is what I'm saying for them. You guys ever heard that phrase, too much of a good thing is also a bad thing? That's what I'm getting resonating very strongly with this card, is with the Strength card, they're evenly matched, but they're looking at one another. Here, they're evenly matched, but they're both looking somewhere else. So it's almost like both of you are very good looking. Both of you can be maybe potentially a little vain sometimes. However, it's almost like, we'll take that as an example, right? Vanity. So let's say both of you really, really like each other for their looks. Not saying that that's the entirety of the relationship, but let's say both of you are really attracted to one another. Both of you are really attracted to one another, so ergo, not only are you attracted to one another, you're also attracted to yourself. What does that mean? That means that when you're getting ready in the mornings, you take an extra amount of time to really, make sure that your hair is all done, make sure that, you got your beard trimmed up properly. You take that extra moment to make sure that you look good at all times. Not so much for other people, but for yourself. And that's what I mean by you love yourself. So that's a good thing. It's good to love yourself. However, why is it that when you're embodying it in the positive aspect, you love yourself and you love others equally? That's why we have them staring at another. That's why we have her and the lion in peace and cahoots in a partnership with one another, speaking positively with one another. Here we see the shadow stage. So this particular person felt that the communication aspect, the relationship aspect, that the intensity of the connection was so strong, so profound, that they found it very difficult to not be in their shadow aspect when they were around you. They felt like nothing else in the world mattered. They would hang out for an hour with you. Next thing you know, it's already 1 a.m. in the next day, and they're like, where in the hell did my day go? I had a million things I had accomplished today, but now I haven't done any of it because I spent all my time with you. And it felt like only a few hours. So for them, they felt that this was an imbalanced relationship. bear with me, all right? They felt it was imbalanced. They needed to cut themselves out of the loop. They needed to be the Sagittarius that they are and expand and take that expansion elsewhere. Take their ideas elsewhere. And they had to make that tough decision because it was preventing them from manifesting positivity in their life. They were bringing forth negative aspects into their life. Why? Because even though you guys would have an amazing time together, they were unable to balance you with all of their other responsibilities. It was too much of a good thing. That Three of Cups reversed. When they finally came to the realization, I cannot be with this person, I cannot proceed with this person because I care too much, or I'm attracted too much, or it's just too stable, too good, I cannot balance it out, my emotions, my feelings, my desires, I can't balance it with everything else that's going on. They had to look at other options. They had to decide who in my life would be that perfect balance. Who in my life can I pull from and create and manifest a new relationship and start anew with? They wanted to get back into their power because with you they weren't. And with you it was too passionate, too intense, too much. All they wanted to do was be with you. All they wanted to say was, you know, whatever made you happy. All they wanted to eat was whatever you felt like eating. Like they lost their mind almost in caring about you so emotionally. That being said, they decided, you know, I need to make a decision for myself. I need to realize that my emotion, my time, my energy is valuable, and I can't invest my cup to just one. I have to spread it out. I have to evenly spread it out. The person that they're resonating with is, one's a brunette, perhaps you're the brunette, Leo, and now the person that they're with is someone with lighter hair. If it's not red, it's blonde, or it's like a dirty blonde. All right, future energies. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Future love reading. Future love energy for Leo's love. What is the future energy for them? Some love. What is the future love? What is the future love energy for Leo's love? Okay. Energy for the person that knows. Resonating with the love is the future. Person that knows. Resonating with the love. Okay. Leos, in your future energy field, I see you finally coming to terms with this balancing act. You had this innate ability in the past to kind of not care or not give two shits about love, not really invest all of your pentacles in love because you knew how detrimental that was to your energy, and you were trying to focus it all in manifesting your pentacles, your love, your stability at the moment, not love. Now, in the past, you were like this, you know, not really juggling, not really having to juggle, because there really was no other pentacle. It was just the one, which was your stability, your pentacles, your money, your finances. In the future, however, I do still see you struggling, balancing out the past connection that you had with this person, balancing out the past karma, balancing out the debt that you've collected. And it's one of those things where, you know, it is hard to balance your pain and your emotions and still having to go about your daily routine of, you know, I have to make money, I have to do something, I have to be productive. Even though I feel like crap, I still have to be productive. In the future, Page of Wands, followed by the Page of Cups. So I do see a new offer coming in. I do see a new love offer coming in. It's not the best, or maybe it is the best, and you're just seeing it as a page because you are still so in your head about this past relationship, this past love interest. In the future, I do see you being communicative towards the future love offer that comes your way. However, I don't see you taking full-on advantage of this person like you maybe would have in the past before this previous person kind of came through and just, you know, seesaw their way into and outside of your life field. Why do I say that? Because they're the Ace of Cups, and I'm seeing you as the Page of Swords. They're actually embodying the full tenacity, the full capacity of love towards you in the future, but yet I don't see you taking the chance with this person. I see you as merely giving them a page of your time, meaning like, yes, I'll talk with you, yes, I'll text you, but I'm not really trying to make this go anywhere. But I do need to talk to someone for the sake of me not going crazy, and I do need to be social. In the future, for the person that you're resonating with, we have the King of Pentacles reverse. So again, I do still see them very in their heads about you because I see them seeing you as the King of Pentacles. However, at the end of the day, they don't really regret the decision that they made. They're still the Knight of Pentacles. So even though, you know, you had this pentacle that you extended out to them, which to you may not have seemed like much, that could be, you know, previous knowledge that you gave them, like maybe you guys really grew with one another in intense conversations, whether that be, you know, just the idea of you can have a lot of love, you know, you taught them how to love and how to be receptive of love. You extended out this pentacle to them, right? Whatever that may be. They were very happy in the future. They come to terms with, you know, I needed to take this with me, but I didn't need to take them. So they come to terms in the future that this was one of those things that just kind of had to be. They felt very guilty about it. They felt very in the dark. They felt like, you know, I shouldn't have done it the way that I did. But at the end of the day, in the future, I see them kind of forgiving themselves and forgiving you for whatever may have occurred, or forgiving mainly themselves, you know, if they're the ones who really did you dirty, for, you know, being the person to take away what it is that you learned from the relationship and letting go of the past BS, letting go of the past nonsense that, you know, was really holding them back in the past, like unable to manifest, unable to give quality time to their family and their friends because all they wanted to do was you. So in the future, I do see them kind of coming out, becoming that Libra energy where they find that balance, they find that inner balance, they find that inner peace, and they're able to really resonate with themselves in a higher vibrational love. They're able to realize, you know, I was unable to give this person what they deserved, and so I needed to cut myself out of this position because it would have been wrong for me to hold on to someone who was not meant for me. Seven of Pentacles reverse, again, followed by the Six of Swords. What's the missing piece? You. You are. You're that missing one. You're that missing pentacle, that missing sword. What does that mean? They're moving on with their life. They're focusing in on their pentacles. They're focusing all their energy on progression rather than stagnancy. In the past, they were very stagnant. No true movement was happening. Here, I see them as finally coming to terms with their inner turmoils and their emotions and realizing to themselves, I do have a lot of love to give to someone, but I have to make sure that it's a stable love, not a love that is so overwhelming and so overpowering that I can't focus on manifesting the reality that I want for myself and for my loved ones. Overall, Leo, I know this was a very heavy reading. However, keep in mind again, you're gonna have more love coming your way. You're gonna have a strong offer coming your way. And if you stay stuck in that negative mindset about it, if you still are too hung up on the previous person and not learning from the lessons, rather than, just letting, the pain overcome you and staying in that negative low frequency, then you're going to miss out on potential opportunities that are coming your way. If it's not love, then it is money. But either way, you're going to have great, amazing things coming your way. But just be aware of it, okay? My favorite quote by far is, the darker the night, the closer you are to the first rays of sunlight. And that is exactly what I'm seeing for you Leos. Right now, I know it's pretty dark, but, the darkness needs to come so that we can truly appreciate the sun. And you are the sun, so let yourself shine bright, ever so brightly, because you deserve it. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this helps. Bye.